Masculine men don't care about chasing women. Real masculine men don't care about getting women. Masculine men certainly don't care about the standard of modern women, guys. And let me tell you why I say this. We have an influx of YouTube creators that are jumping on the bandwagon of alpha males, masculinity channels, guys. But they really don't know the core essentials of what a masculine male is. Their message to you and these certain channels is level up, get money, get in the grind, do this, do that. And yes, guys, I'm all for these qualities. And there are weak men out there that are preaching, hey, F life. This is another thing you've got to just be very aware of. We're getting an influx of YouTubers as well that are preaching doom and gloom to men, like telling men that, it's just, no, what's the point? What's the point? You've got to know the balance, guys. And the masculine men don't give a F or a monkeys about chasing women or leveling up for women. That's what these channels do. Do this, get in the gym, get your body up. There's stuff like body game. I've talked about body game before, guys, in my videos, because I think it's good knowledge. Body game is very, very essential for not just women, guys. It's essential for life. Perceptions run everything in life, guys. Unfortunately, it's a very egotistical society. It's a very I can't get the word out here. It's a very what's the word I'm looking for, guys? It's a very what's that word, guys? You know what I mean? Where it's just people are just so superficial world. So people just in perceptions go on perceptions, and everything nowadays, face it, fellas, especially with women, is an image related thing. Women are just like it's image for women is everything. I've talked about this before about. The women will dress as all the same way, will wear all the same makeup, they'll follow the same image. Guys, they're robotized, unindividual creatures, okay? Boring, no substantiality, nothing, no substance to them. And I will say this straight away, there isn't. They're just boring, guys. Even the ones that look half decent are boring. There's nothing up here. Even in the gyms now, it's becoming a pornographic sexual environment. That's boring as well. It doesn't float the boat. So what's the point I'm trying to make here? The point I'm trying to make here is these channels are preaching level up your masculinity, and then do this to get the women, do this to get that women. Once you get body game, you'll get the women. Practice semen retention and women will come running. I've talked about that before, guys, and it's just because I have to, when I make topics about semen retention, is to show you the benefits of semen retention. Yes, women will be attracted to you because women have a subconscious radar. They pick up feeling subconsciously. They're a wee bit slightly more intuitive that way in their environment around men. They can sniff desperate men. They can sniff men that don't get women. They can sniff men that are real incels, guys. No semen retention, are not people at incels. They're very disciplined people. And to those people out there that criticize people in semen retention, claim them to be incels, it's just that you have no dick discipline over yourself. That you can't discipline your libido. And I had friends like this that couldn't discipline their libido and put them down a terrible path with toxic women. So these men that sprout that people practicing semen retention on incels are just idiots, in my opinion. But we digress here. So women, modern day women and masculinity and being a masculine man to do these practices to get women, it's totally the wrong message that's getting preached to you on YouTube. You have to be very careful of the channels you're watching, because certainly these YouTube influencers, they know what men are looking for. They know there's a lot of desperate men out there. Men are trying to find ways of getting women. Maybe they're not very good with their social skills. Maybe they're not very good with approaching women. Maybe they don't have enough knowledge on real women's psychology. Now, once you understand female nature and you've had enough experience of these modern day women, you won't even want to employ these tactics to try and chase these women. You'll be too, and you'll be avoiding them, guys. Okay, I wouldn't say I'm complete MGTOW, right? But I do have a lot of attributes of not dealing with these females and engaging with these females, because it's just, there's no reward off it. There's no really much value off it, off modern day females. This is just the way it is with them, guys. It's like they're out to just not really to do any good in the world. It's like just like wear the most latest hot pants, produce the latest video on TikTok, or manipulate this man, manipulate that man, demand 6 foot 6 figures, guys. Now, what kind of masculine man is going to deal with that? Why would a masculine man, or you as a man, want to level up your masculinity just chase that? You gotta wake up, guys. All right. You want to level up and become more of a masculine man for your own benefit, for your own life purpose, for the benefit of you, not for the chasing these women. That, in my opinion, guys, we are in the worst era of females. The quality and the value these females provide, we are in the worst era ever. I mean, they were all, to some extent, from the start of time, they were all organically produced to be this way, to be hypergamists, certainly way back in the days of the Bible, and a lot of these biblical books, if you actually study them, guys, and you actually research what a lot of these religious texts and different religions say about females, they all warn against female nature. These books that were written thousands of years ago, the Bible warns against it. Many stories were told of, Samson and Delilah, where she exercised her hypergamous nature and sold them out to the Philistines. I think it was. I'm not sure, guys. Don't quote me 100% on it, but I think that was the story. And his strength came from his hair, and she seduced him, and then as he slept, she cut his hair so he loses his strength, and then he was also captured. They blinded him. King Solomon born in the Bible, the most richest man and ruler, Solomon. The stories were told about him and how he was destroyed by a female. So leveling up masculinity is not to employ tactics and spend your energy, employ certain tactics and play a game and work a game in society to get these women. These influencers that tell you that, there's lots of channels out there. I'm not going to name names. You know the channels, guys. A lot of big men's channels that tell you to do this. I mean, why the F would you want to level up your masculinity, create value in yourself, go to a gym, work out 5 days a week, have the best physique ever, level up your health, level up your money, just to have one of these modern day women in your presence that will not contribute anything to you but a headache, but stress, but difficulty, but emptying your pockets, no real intellectual conversation, no real, sorry guys, I'm just enlightening this, no real support. Why would you want to do all that? Get this, get that. Who wants to play these bloody games, guys, with just to attract a woman? Hell, some of these channels, guys, and And a lot of these guys are just buying into this. They're watching these channels, guys, and a lot of these channels gets views. I'm not jealous in any way. A lot of these channels gets views, and it's for life of me. I'm like, hell, you're just getting led down a dumb field, really. Yes, you want to level up masculinity. Hell, even what you're told, guys, about being an alpha male, there are alpha males. Alpha males in the sense of not what they portray to you. These kind of shouting, tattooing men. Alpha males are guys that are leaders. Alpha males are the average and above men. Alpha males are guys that walk in a room and have presence. It's not all about dominating another man. It's about having that individuality, that power over that presence, and that's what an alpha male is. An alpha male is goes out into the world and does what he wants to do, has his own mind. These are all alpha qualities, guys, not what these channels are telling you. An alpha male has 5 or 6 women. You've got to be very careful, guys, with the content you're watching. You've got to be careful with the message. Who cares about leveling up and employing tactics and doing this, doing that to get a woman? Who gives a toss, guys? Level up for yourself, build your body for yourself, and then, hey, listen, if you want to go down the path of having a girlfriend or a situationship or whatever, hey, that's up to you, guys. I'm not stopping you. But here, I will certainly not go back to that, guys. I prefer the single life. I prefer the individuality. I just do my own thing, guys. I remember being in relationships, and you would always not. I was never restricted, guys, because I've never in my life let a female tell me what to do, regardless of whether I was with females in relationships or what. But there was always that bit of, onus on you to kind of, I have to kind of compromise a bit, and I hated that. Because I'm a man of my own mind. I'm a man of my own being. I don't even allow the matrix to take my mind, guys. Okay. Even though during the height of the pandemic, guys, I never let these people dictate to me. I went out when I went out. I refused to wear masks, guys. I did all that. And I was arguing with people left, right, and centre about what was right and what was wrong. And I was right at the end of the day, because what I said is what is happening now. Now it's being revealed to you. Liability suits and court cases and stuff like that against these companies. Now they're coming out. I think I read a recent report about the vaccine, not to give it to children now. And I said all this way back then. Because that's what real masculine men are not afraid to come out against the norm, against the crowd, and have that individuality and say that. So what's my point here, guys? Penultimately, my point is that level up your masculinity for yourself, not to chase a woman. Not to level up masculinity, get your money up, get your body up to get these women. Who gives a toss about these women, guys? They are not even worth 5 minutes of your time. Hell, I'd rather honestly, I'd honestly rather watch paint dry than have a conversation with a modern day female now. Honestly, guys, I really would, because there's not much conversation up there. As I said before in the last video, I don't talk to a lot of women in these gyms, guys. And it drives them crazy as well, guys. So that's just a sub effect of it. But see, women live and thrive in validation, guys. That's what their life is. Their life is not about helping other women, which is what women are dumb in that sense as well. They think other women like them. Other women hate each other, guys. That's what you got to remember. Although they smile at each other like hey, I like your dress. They don't really like your dress, guys. All right. Women actually hate each other. Women are always in competition with each other, but that's how thick their mentality is, that they don't realize that. And whereas, men, like I do this channel to help men, to give them some direction about things I've went through, just to wake them up, so females don't get one up on them, guys. Hey, I'm not telling you to stay single, guys. I'm not telling you to stay the bachelor life. Just heed this advice, guys. Just be aware of these modern day females, guys. And I'm going to continue to preach this kind of thing on this channel, guys, because I'm going to wake up as many men as possible. And that's the mission on this channel, is to wake up as many men as possible against to stop them being a victim of these modern day females, right? Because I don't see these females getting any better, guys, because they're obviously raised through generation. So the mother raises the child adopts the same ideologies as the modern day women. That child then grows up, gives her child the same thing, obviously, i.e. the single mothers, guys. So it's just a spiral, and you have to be aware of that. You have to be aware and be a more awake man, guys. And yes, you have to level up your masculinity, guys. There's still these men out there that are doing these channels that are guiding men to really sloppy ways of life, really bad ideologies. I'm not going to name names, but there's a recent guy who's blowing up, and he really doesn't represent a masculine man, but then he talks about masculinity, and then he's been criticizing other masculinity channels. So you need to be careful, guys. That's all I'm saying to you. Be careful. Hell, just be careful of the content you watch on YouTube, guys. And what you take in, what you heed, what advice you heed. All right, guys, with saying that, I'm going to leave you here. Hope you enjoyed this one. I'm going to check out on this Saturday afternoon, guys. Till the next one. See you soon. Shiraz out.